In this, during the age of revolution, the revolutionaries started nationalist feeling through ancient history, folklore. Folklore means like ancient songs, traditional songs, or tradition also you can say folklores. This was to wake up the spirit of nationalism in the people for the purpose of revolution. So different revolutionaries used this all things. Next part was when people used to face any hunger, hardship, and such problems, and popular revolts due to that. So when not just during the nationalism of Europe, but also throughout the history, when people face huge challenges, mass struggle, then they could do revolts also. And this hunger and hardship made them do this, and that is what further united people. This further united people for the purpose of nationalism in Europe. In 1848, the revolution of the liberals happened. The 1848 revolution was led by educated middle class. Yes, we discussed before. Europe was divided into clergy, the royalties, and the third estate. In the third estate only, the middle class also were there and educated also class was there. So 1848 revolution was done by educated middle class, or we can say new middle class that emerged through new trades. So middle class, but don't write that new middle class in the exam. So educated middle class. Even though sometimes they were industrialists, they were highly educated, but since the that time Europe was supporting the royalties, and that's why these people for asking their own demand, they started these revolts and revolutions. So artisans and workers, traders, many people are involved in this. Let's see the French Revolution. Around 1789, a new middle class emerged. New middle class. Now this new middle class was more into work. So like traders, artists, scholars. Now since they are trader, artist means like they are well skilled people, but they had not been getting any of the benefits what the royal families will get or the king will get, and that's what, don't you think that will create a sense of like injustice in them? That's why this middle class was unhappy with the ancient or old system, and that challenges faced by them united them. This is the starting point of the French Revolution. What was the liberal nationalism? Now, since we just discussed that this happened, so there was a different kind of nationalism emerged, liberal nationalism. Once you understand the word nationalism, you will remember this very easily. And what happened that also. Liberal means when you get freedom, freedom to do things. Okay, like liberty, like if you want to get education you can, if you want to have business you can, just because you are not the part of the royal family you can't do this, you can't do that. Those kind, you don't have those restrictions, that is called liberty, or other word freedom. Okay, nationalism means patriotism, or like this is my country, so the feeling towards the country, feeling towards the country. This is what nationalism is, liberal nationalism. So that is what these challenges made them have this kind of feeling, and these new ideas emerged of liberal nationalism. So all these Napoleonic Code also made the people of Europe to think. Napoleonic Code or the system. Napoleonic Code is not particularly code, but it's a system. Due to this Napoleonic Code, new ideas and mindset emerged. New ideas and mindset, because the Napoleon, he did not allowed any person to just rule only because of his bloodline or something like that. They all had been answerable to only the head, that is the Napoleon. That's why his army initially was very strong. It is very important point. In 1834, Zolvarin, Zolvarin, you can remember through Wolverine. He's my favorite character. But how does he has those metal things coming out of his hand? New form of custom duty. Custom duty only, no? Custom union. Union. So what do you mean by that? As I said here only, it was a type of tax system where people, it will be easier for the government and for the people to pay those taxes. So a new form of custom union. Also freedom of press was given. Demand for, so this is also important. This is also important. Demand for freedom of press. Before going to exam, press your clothes of press. Do that in advance only, many hours ago, and try to go in an exam 1 hour before or 2 hours. Go clean that area full. It's just a joke. That last part.